tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Waiters. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Murray into the front court. Just getting started. Strap in for a good one here in Game 7. To Will Barton. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Three-point play, and we're tied up at 3. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Stays in bounds. Really good hustle. And the rebound corralled by Butler. To Waiters. Will Barton with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
With a drop step. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Jokic. Driving right to the basket. Goran Dragic. Huge block. Martin guarded by Jimmy Butler. Slam dunk.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
And count the basket inside.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Denver ball right now. He'd come up with it. To Butler. Flushes it home. He climbed the ladder on that one.
Well, the question is, how big is the ladder? He's still climbing.
Murray with the basketball. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. The pass set it all up.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Dragic with it. Leads a bucket. Paul Millsap pins it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. Jimmy Butler, 3 for 4. Good start. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Murray into the front court. Down 6. Oh, he had it. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. 1 quarter down in this deciding Game 7, and we're back after this. You're tuned into the NBA Finals on EA Sports. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Knocked loose. Millsap. Myers Leonard sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Cashes in for two.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Nuggets have the possession. They'll work it down to Millsap. Paul Millsap. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Got it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. Down 8. Knocked loose. He'd get control.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Fires the 3. Waiters force that one off the mark on the 3.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Murray with it. They find themselves down 10. Got a piece. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Millsap lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, knocks it down from 3.
I wasn't even sure if he saw the defense behind him, but what he did see was his teammates' eyes telling him where to pass for that easy catch and shoot.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Dragic. They'll get it down to Leonard. Finger roll. Finishing with finesse.
There you go. Finally. Shoot your shot.
Nuggets have the possession. To Will Barton. They get it down to Millsap. Bam Adebayo. Snatching it out of the air. Nuggets reclaim it. Rocking the rim.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's a Prob City.
Butler. Big finish at the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Jokic to Millsap. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Layup goes down. Well done.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Knocks it down off the step back. We are at halftime in Game 7. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
It's Denver's ball. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I can tell you what conversation he just had in his own head. I had him. I mean, I thought I had him.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
To Jokic. Knocked loose. Jokic. Turns and slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That's good D. Shot no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Murray with the basketball. The margin standing now at 7. Knocked loose. Butler adds 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Murray into the front court. His guys down by 9. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. Dragic. Can't connect. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. Jimmy Butler tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Nikola Jokic. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Good look that time, but off the mark.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Knocked loose. That's out. Last touch by Goran Dragic. Going to launch beyond the arc. Has made his first couple, but he misses there. To Dragic. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Nuggets with the basketball. Has a chance, knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
The drive, right to the basket. Jamal Murray rejects it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Shot from the lane won't go. So the Heat will have it to start this 4th and final quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the 4th quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the 4th.
To Butler. It down with authority.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Jokic. Knocked loose. He'd get control.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
And finishes strong.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him. Make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter. But still, keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Denver's got it. Oh, the Heat right there to take it away.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Throws it down.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Murray with it. His guy's down 11. Jumper's good.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
And scores. Strong take.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Murray with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it. He'd get control. Goran Dragic. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Butler to Dragic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Knocked loose. He'd come up with it.
Let's just let the clock run out. We got to get out of here. I got a dinner to go to.
Trying to cash in to Will Barton. Count the basket at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Oh, emphatic slam.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Murray into the front court. His guy's down big. Knocked loose. He'd get control. Waiters. Now that's a contest. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. He'd come up with it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Get the party started. Miami has once again won the NBA Finals.